Hi, Jeff Munn, Creating Extraordinary Futures. This week I'm going to talk about a couple of questions that inspired my event on July 9th after the exit. Is there happiness beyond the deal? The first question is, can we play and win a game called I'll Be Happy When? Now, as a founder, you may relate to this as I'll be happy when I get my exit. I'll be happy when I sell my company. I'll be happy after the IPO. I'll be happy when I get my big check. I'll be happy when my bank account is XYZ number of dollars. I can only see one problem with the game I'll Be Happy When, and that is that it doesn't work. And I'm going to ask you to do a little thought experiment, to think back about your life, about the times when you thought that a particular event or a particular title or a particular occurrence, a particular status would make you happy. And then you got that thing happened, and did happiness come? And yeah, maybe you got that momentary rush. You got, we won the championship, or however it showed up for you, right? And then in a day or two, or maybe a week, you got a little antsy, you got a little bored, and you thought, what's next? That's what we do, right? That's what we do as creative human beings who are in the process of creating. And what we don't see is, while the goals are useful, while the goals will put us in a particular direction, it's the actual creating that gives us the happiness. So if you're not happy creating what you're creating now, you're certainly not going to be happy once it's created. You're going to go on and look for the next thing to create. And if you're looking at it with the illusion that it is the creation that is making you happy rather than the creating, you're going to miss the mark every time. The other question that inspired this event is the question, can I ignore X until Y happens? Can I ignore my health? Can I ignore my personal life? Can I ignore my marriage? Can I ignore my kids? They've got to understand, right, that I'm doing this thing for the family, that when we get this exit, when we get this check, when we get this money, it's going to be life-changing. And then I can come back, and then we can all be together again. And then I can look at these deeper questions, these things that I've been avoiding. And it's possible that might work, but I'm not sure it's a risk that I would want to take. If your marriage can survive you neglecting it for 5-10 years while you build a company, great. But do you want to go through that? Do you want to go through that process? Do you want to go through the guilt, the anxiety? Do you want to go through the potential health scares, the feeling like crap because you're working all the time? Is that what you want? Or, again, similar to the first question, if you can create a life, a business, in which you enjoy the process, then the exit's just icing on the cake. The exit may not even be necessary. You may have everything you need because you're running the business and leading the people and having the life and having the relationships, everything that you want. And the actual reason that you thought you started it, which was to get this big amount of money, if you do this right, that may not even be relevant at some point. That's what I want you to look toward. And if you get the exit, by all means, go for it. But if you're thinking that that's going to somehow fix everything. If you're thinking that's going to bring you happiness, that's going to allow you to fix your relationships, that's going to have your family understand the sacrifice that you went through, that's magically going to restore your health to what it was before you started all this, I really want to challenge that. So I do hope that you will join us. Invite only. I want to make sure that the people who are on the call live are people who are in this situation, who can ask those questions, who can spend the time with me and the panelists that we have assembled and really look at this question with the care and the depth that it deserves. And I do hope you'll join us. And take care, and I'll see you next time.